All right, shalom. First off, give all praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, the brothers in his truth who are enduring in sincerity. This is the brother Karatazai, the channel GMS Thick Clay. Got another lesson coming back at you. So this is just something that I've been seeing a lot lately. Like on social media and things, a lot of pro-African or, Egyptian or Egyptologist type, them Egyptian ass niggas. They been saying that, melanin or, basically melanin is the mark of the beast. I'll read it. It says, I am 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons. The carbon that makes melanin people's skin brown. So why does the Bible call us beasts? It's basically saying that the mark of the beast is basically melanin and black people are the beasts and whatnot. But it's complete bullshit. And, I'm just going to go into it and break it down. Number one, if the Bible's not calling, black people beasts, because and I'll read the scripture here, which is Revelations chapter 13, verse 16. It says, and he causes of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Now, how are you going to receive a nation of people in your right hand or in your forehead? That just doesn't make sense at all. Slakia. That just doesn't make sense at all. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So now you can't buy or sell unless you black, or unless you own black people, or where would you even go with this? It says, here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So that's where they getting the 666 from, which that's talking about the RFID chip. The RFID chip is the only thing that fits all those characteristics, because you're not going to be able to buy or sell without it. And it's not going to discriminate whether you're rich, poor, free or bond, man, children, grandma, little baby. Everybody's going to get it. So with that being said, I'm just going to go into different aspects about, carbon and 666 and, all this other nonsense. So I just put a couple of questions in Google, because us as human beings, we're carbon-based life forms. And what their argument is that the carbon in our skin makes melanin, and that's what makes us black. That's what makes us superior to the white men and all that. Which, having dark skin is an improvement over, Edomites, pink skin, because, they get sunburned, things like that. But, you can't be discriminated, or you can't be biased just because you want to be, Jake, or you want to be superior. It's all about what the truth is. So it says carbon forms the key component for all known life on Earth. So carbon is a key component for everything on Earth, not just Jake, not just Ishmael, or Moab, or Elam, any of the other darker nations. You know what I'm saying? Ham. Everybody has carbon, even Edomites. And I'm not trying to defend Edomites or anything like that, but I'm just trying to do this for truth's sake. You know what I mean? And to refute what those black consciousness niggas is doing. I'll get to that in a minute. It says carbon forms the key component for all known life on Earth. Complex molecules are made up of carbon bonded with other elements, especially oxygen, hydrogen, and nitrogen. And carbon is able to bond with all these because of its four valence electrons. Now, but we're gonna go into. Let me see. I'll go to carbon. I typed in carbon neutrons, and it does say that carbon has 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons. But that don't mean that and carbon is black because that's where you get charcoal. That's where, matter of fact, I got that on one of these pages. It's not this one, but since I'm on it, I might as well read it. It says, do white people have melanin? It says, difference starts with melanin. Melanin, or carbon, is associated with the pigment that causes the skin to be the color that it is. Black, brown, yellow, white, red, which, it says, every living thing has to have melanin. Black, brown, and white people have melanin, but they have it in a differing scale. So, of course, if you a Hamite, you gonna have more melanin than like a Ephraimite, or definitely a Edomite. But that doesn't mean that they don't have melanin. So that complete, but they still got the carbon in their skin, which, according to them, is 666 mark of the beast. So how does a white man fits? If a white man fits that description, so-called white man, then how are you saying that the mark of the beast is talking about black people? You just trying to push, those so-called black people away from the Bible, trying to find, holes in the doctrine or whatnot. This is carbon in human skin, mainly carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen, and oxygen, with small amounts of phosphorus, iron, sodium, magnesium, sulfur, calcium, and chlorine, and traces as many others. The composition of skin is virtually the same as the average for the body. The composition of skin is virtually the same as the average for the body. So I mean, that's everybody. Everybody has carbon in their skin, dog. You can't just say it's just black people. That, like I said, let me see. What all did I cover? Okay, so we're gonna go to Wikipedia, and this is melanin. It says melanin, which means, it's a Greek word which means black or dark. It says it is a broad term for a group of natural pigments found in most organisms. So there's different types of melanin. You have right here, eumelanin, pheomelanin, and neuromelanin, which most common is uromelanin, of which there are two types: brown eumelanin and black eumelanin. Pheomelanin is a crystine containing red polymer of benzothiazine, which I know I'm butchering this, units largely responsible for red hair, among other pigmentation. Neuromelanin is found in the brain, though its function remains obscure. So you even have melanin in your brain. In the skin, melanogenesis occurs after exposure to UV radiation, causing the skin to visibly tan. Melanin is an effective absorber of light. The pigment is available to dissipate over 99% of absorbed UV radiation. Let me see. Let me. And then it goes all the way in to the three different types of melanin. Because if you have too much of one and not enough of another one, it'll turn your black hair gray. That's what melanin is. Melanin is in your skin. It's in your hair. It's in your your eyes. Melanin what makes brown people have darker nipples. Makes white people have pink nipples. That's what melanin is. Melanin, this right here, the melanin in the skin is produced by melanocytes, which are found in the basal layer of the epidermis. Epidermis is the skin. Although in general, human beings possess a similar concentration of melanocytes in their skin, the melanocytes in some individuals and ethnic groups produce variable amounts of melanin. So, of course, like I said before, if you're a Hamite, you have way more amounts of melanin in your skin than an Edomite, but that doesn't mean that they don't have melanin at all. They still have melanin, it's just not as much. Some humans have very little or no melanin synthesis in their bodies, a condition known as albinism, or they're albino. So, an albino is not a straight white person. A straight white, this is an albino. That is a perfect example of an albino. White people are red, they're pink, but albinos are actually white people with white hair. There's an absence of melanin in everything. That's why they have those eyes like that. That's why they have the hair like that. That's why their skin's like that. And like I was saying before, the whole reason why, they're trying to push this is to push our people away from the Bible, number one. Basically that's it, to push our people away from the Bible. Because they want you to seem like it's a white man's book and the white man's calling you a beast, the real 666. They putting a negative connotation on it, and you the real 666. So that way, when they drop this, the real 66, which is the microchip, the RFID chip, you're already predisposed to not believing that that's the mark of the beast, because you think you the mark of the beast. So yeah, so when they say you got to take this chip to feed your family or whatnot, you're not gonna blink twice because you've already been deceived. But that's all I wanted to say. I hope this was edifying. Give all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the elders. Double honors to the elders of GMS and the apostles of GMS. Salutes and honors to elect the brothers in his truthful or enduring in sincerity. Also the women and children who follow. Shalom.